There we go. Let's bump that to the max. There we go. Whoa! Should have splines again. But that explains what happened, because I did see an update and I was curious, like, what's in the update? And it didn't show what the update actually was, so... But that explains it, because that just means the whole thing was just downgrading back to the normal game, not the beta. But anyway, we're back, so that's good. Pretty weird that it did downgrade though, because I never touched it. Either way, so why not? But we're back. Let's go. So connecting the sawmill, that's our main purpose today. Doing a diamond into a diamond, so... I hope the audio sounds pretty good, because that's something of my major concerns always. If the audio of the game is a little bit too low, please let me know so I can up it a little. Because for me currently it sounds good, it's just that I don't know for the stream itself if it's good. Anyway, should have the... Yeah, there we go. That's better. Come on. Alright, well, I guess... There we go. Oh, now seems fine, by the way. The moving might have been a little bit of a bug last time. So I'm thinking, right? So, oh, other way. Like putting it like that. Oh, that's the wrong button. So putting it like this, although, is this where I want to have the straight, like, I don't know where I would like to go, like, I also need to connect, of course, the thing to it, so I think there would be good. Then adding a switch here, need to switch the points around. So that will be that. Connect that over there. And then I need this one. Put that over there. So it's actually a diamond into a diamond. That's what the plan is, right? So putting you back in here. And the other connection point should somewhere be around here. Yep, it's over there. So that, like there, and then that should be nicely connected. So that's a nice diamond shape, right? Then that comes into here. And here we're going to have another diamond. Which one goes to the smelter area. And the other one goes to the left. But so right here seems still pretty flat. Yeah, alright, so that will work. That will work. That will work. So there's that then. Then I need to connect. Come on. Let me connect that. There we go. Then I need to head over onto towards the sawmill. Which is over there. So let's just do it like... Because I don't know what the best would be like. Because there, of course, it goes a little bit downsloped, so... I, of course, also don't want it to be, like, fully down. So I think this would be good. Now I need to think if... Because I need to look at that direction, so... Because that will be aligned with the sawmill, right? There. Then we'll have a switch. That goes right there. Although that actually is aligned pretty wrong because I wanted to align with this, so that actually is pretty wrong. So let me just demolish that, and let me just hop on back towards the thing. Design that a little bit differently. And of course I don't want it too sharp, right? So connect that to that. Head over towards the sawmill. Let's see. Let me just do it based off the view in the sawmill. So I'll go into the sawmill and then come out so I can easily check where I would like it to be. Because the sawmill is in this kind of orientation, right? And I would like to do like a little track that comes out there. So that would be... Let me just look at that orientation. So probably around here, right? There is a little bit of an incline, which is a bit sad. Because, yeah, okay, so there is a little bit of an incline. So let's just put the incline. And like that. So that would be like around that. Now, if I could place it, that would be nice. Why can't I place this? Is it too... Like, that's something I don't know why, right? Could be that this... Let me just do the second, maybe it has something with like not being able to touch the floor, something like that. Like, that's what I've encountered last time too, that I was like, why can't you place it? Like, it should be able to place. But... So, 0.5. Sawmill's over there. Because that will be correct, yep. Then rotate it with the sawmill. Then go a little bit to the right, so I have more space towards the sawmill. And I also need to look into that direction. So along these lines. Other way. So like that. Like that. Alright, added grid. Like something along those lines or so. Like that. Yeah, we'll toggle circle mode. Let's toggle circle mode off. think that's accurate. Although I might need this one again because it didn't allow me to build it. And sometimes then you need to switch to the different one for some apparent reason. I don't understand it quite yet. So I need to rotate this around. So, like that. Could be that it's just too sharp for the spline system to detect, which is a bit annoying. So that means I need to cut it into smaller parts, which isn't that bad of a deal. Come on. Because right now it doesn't work. Because this works. But now it doesn't work anymore. Could be that I just need it to be longer. Nope. I still don't understand why sometimes it just doesn't want to work. Like, I wish it would give an indication of the reason why it won't work. Right? Because that one does work. maybe I should start going up. Because maybe it's because it clips into the ground that it sometimes just doesn't want it, which is then understandable. Because now it works, so I think it's just because it clips into the ground that sometimes it doesn't work. But for instance, now it just doesn't want to work. I don't understand why. Sometimes this game, right? Nice new spline system, but anyway. Sometimes it likes to not work. It's stable, but... sometimes it just has the little issue. Well, that should technically work. So let's give it for a spin, right? Let's first do some logging. Bum 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 ba dum bum. Ta ta. So that technically should work, since this is just a loop and then you can go back. On the other side there's also a loop, so... Give me 1 second. I'm back. Alright, so cutting those trees. Let's go further. Ba, 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 ba. So this tree. This one, this one. This one, this one. This one, this one, this one. Yeah, that seems good. This one, this one. Oh, you were cut. This one. No. Ah, that's fine. For the future. That one, that one, that one. That one. My plan for, by the way, when more traffic, of course, comes and stuff like that, I think I'll do some kind of like passing tracks. Then everything can be single track, and then we'll just have passing tracks. So like, well, not passing tracks, because passing tracks, of course, a little bit outwards and then away. But no, what I'm actually thinking is to possibly in the future, like, put a split in here and then just that one is a double track then. But then for the diamonds, it's generally single tracked. This one. Just because then I can control the diamonds a bit more. And otherwise, making a doubled diamond is a lot of work. That will be fine. That one, that one. That one was excited. Alright. Let's grab some logs, shall we? Fill up our cars of logs. Then head out towards the sawmill to test that track. And then, of course, like, why do an empty one when you can better test it with a full one? Because then the load is already there. If you do it with an empty one, it's like an empty one will always be dragged around if a full one can be dragged around. And now then we can sell lumber. A lot of people like talk about the ROX, that it doesn't work anymore, so the online tool where you could see the track and stuff like that, so with the new splines. And like, it's sad because it was a nice tool. But there's our little loco. Let's just rotate it around, by the way, because oh, not what I wanted to press. Re-rail. Hello.
Hello. I'll be joining you soon. I'm almost done with the crafting.
Alright.
How's your train rides going?
Well, if I'm correct, sawmill should be connected now, so...
Nice. I also need to reinstall the game, but that shouldn't take too long.
Alright.
Question, what are you doing later today?
I will... Well, I need to repair a laptop for someone, so...
Ah.
It depends on how quickly that's fixed. But, and I have planned in the evening to do some F1.
Alright.
And besides that, I don't really have plans.
I mean, your plans are to play F1, so...
In the evening, yeah.
Yeah, but the evening's quite a long time, so they could...
Oh no, it's from 8. I'm going to join in the league race tonight, so...
Ah, okay. Alright, well, maybe we could play some more from the depth. Maybe.
Possibly. It highly depends on how long it takes with the laptop to
be fixed.
Yep.
Do you know what the issue with it is?
No, the only thing I heard from my grandpa is that it doesn't want to boot into Windows anymore.
Ah.
So, highly cryptic, can be a million things then.
Well, not necessarily. There's only a few things that actually stop the computer from quote-unquote booting into Windows.
Well, yeah, but on the other hand, it is my grandpa who says it's in, which can then also mean that it does boot into Windows, just doesn't want to boot the way they want it to boot into Windows.
Right, people are like that.
Like that. Those are some things too.
I forgot when something changes on someone's computer for no apparent reason, they just always question it.
Yep.
Time to make this new armor. How much health do I have? 400. So I do 6, 7.
Alright. Just checking my Discord.
Discord.
Let me just save game as well, because...
But you can.
No, because this game of course doesn't have an autosave.
Oh, gross. You left my own armor. Oh my fucking god. I need to go outside for that check. Stats. Yeah, could be better.
Of course. Ba-da-bow. Bow.
let's see. I currently have 1593 armor. See how much these upgrades do for me. I have dragon bones over my titties. Hey Pat,
What?
have you ever thought about playing Conan Exiles before?
Not really.
Fair enough. It's a much better survival game than most.
Welcome back, XH. I saw you join, so that's nice to see. How you doing, man?
Just
Damn. What happened?
I happened. Dun dun dun.
So now we're gonna just stroll down this mountain with a little bit of break.
No break, full speed send. Have they, what else have they changed about the game?
The physics system.
Okay. Are we able to reroute trains?
Yep.
Cool. So no longer have to rely on the host doing that.
Damn.
But
XH was apparently stuck in the buying menu.
haha. Capitalism. Let's break it down to that. Railroads online.
Oh, I still have lean apparently. That's better. Is it?
Yeah,
No.
well, my game's downloading. May take 2 centuries, but it's downloading.
Wait. I got... Our switch is broken. Oh yeah, I forgot. That was it. They changed those controls, yeah. I was so used to swiping.
What controls?
Switches, yeah. So now it's just left click or right click to switch the switches.
Oh. That's no fun.
Right? No, that one. So that's yes, alright, that's correct.
I'll be back when this is done.
Alright. And that switch over there. That one, the first one doesn't matter, the second one needs to be set. The first one will be switched and the second one is correct, alright. That's good. So, I think the building to sawmill with what I already had planned, like it took me about 30 minutes, but pre-beta, I think it took me more than an hour. Like, it's insane how quickly the splines are easier. Just sometimes that the spline just doesn't want to place is a bit of an annoyance, but besides that, I love the new spline system. Oh. I'm curious how you've done it then. If you want, you can join the Discord with ! Discord and just send over the... That's interesting. Are you sure you're in the... Huh?
Hmm?
What?
I lied about when I was going to be back.
Oh. That was a quick update for you then?
I don't have the game installed.
Oh. That was a
According
quick...
to Steam, it's going to take half an hour. So.
Jeez.
I'll just go to YouTube.
Nah, I'll stick to my server, but if you want you can share my some screenshots of your save if you want in the Discord. Also, it's weird that you aren't able to join. That's... Let's hope this works. Huh. There you go. might help, yeah. I also had some weird issues with the spline placements, and that restarting railroads actually helped that too, so.
Hey Pat.
Yeah.
With the new splines, does it warp the ground?
What do you mean warp the ground?
Like it likes to it likes to have everything straight and neat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like it,
The
at least the level.
Well, you still have to. It's not like it cuts out the ground when it needs to.
No, but I assume it pulls the ground up if it needs to.
So the tracks now have the groundworks on it by default.
Uh-huh.
So you'll always have like it looks realistic instead of
Okay.
the thing. Also make sure XH that you don't, of course, are on the beta branch, because before my game reset back to the normal branch instead of the beta branch, so that's what caused my stream to be a little bit delayed with the start. I think I've spent 15 minutes fixing that. For some apparent reason, my game just changed back to the normal branch, and it's set to the beta. So huh, weird. Mine switched out to non-beta, and then I had to update my game back to beta, which took a second. If you want, I can just quickly save it and restart the lobby. Well, restart the server. Let me do that. Max. I hate that the save game doesn't keep track of the difficulty you put in. You every time have to reset the difficulty and then...
That's gross.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, naming save files would also be nice. And autosave. Oh my god, I could die for autosave in this game.
I suggest you not to die over autosave. Please and thanks.
Yeah, but like... You so easily forget to save in this game.
How you easily forget to save in literally every game, that's why autosave exists.
I know.
The only people who remember to save are fucking psychopaths, especially if they save multiple times on multiple different ways.
Yeah. Saving is a pain. Definitely if you forget and then close down the game. But it also doesn't just give a pop-up whenever you leave the session. Like, if you don't have an autosave, sure. But give a pop-up then. Whenever you leave the session, like, don't forget to save, or do you want to save? And, like, come on.
Listen, why haven't they added an autosave?
I don't know. Not their
feel like
priority on their list.
I feel like it wouldn't be that hard to do.
What? How does that work? Alright. That is definitely weird. That is weird. It's not like they added a new update like right. No. Because I tend to have that issue too, that I just launch the game and then after that there's an update. That is weird. Let me just save and let me just test something else. Let me just leave the session, quit the game, restart the game, see if that helps in that regard, and if not, then I don't know what the issue is. I never had that issue. No, that is a hard start. There we go. Try connecting now. Man. A server management system would be nice, yeah. But they, I think they do have it planned because there is the Iron Hand update or something like that, which technically meant the server features, the server permission side. Oh, the fist or hammer, yeah, correct. That update, that's where they will introduce server stuff, like permissions and moderation of the servers. I hope that they will also introduce the a way to limit who can build and who can't. That's great, that's great. So it was probably something with my client then, in the end. I'm already on my way back to the sawmill, so how's water doing? Water still seems fine. How's my fire doing? Fire went out. Yeah, I'm coming down, so. Well, we did have more than two, right? I don't remember, but it exploded. I don't remember. What did that happen? Oh yeah, it just derailed. If you want, you can bring it on over to... Oh no, you can't push them with the hand car. Oh. That's interesting. That's good. We can buy some more, then we'll be able to get some extra money. I love gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
How is the new train, by the way? Is it any good? It's cheaper, stronger, and can convert it than a porter. Yeah, that's totally not balanced. I think they still need to balance that aspect out.
This game has the weird thing where you actually have to change your fucking...
Yeah, the
download
region. Yeah.
What region? Pet.
Hmm?
What region?
I think I'm still in Amsterdam.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll just rotate her around. Good. I'll park her at the loading area of the sawmill. Like this area, this turnaround, it would have taken me like probably an hour, maybe two to make on the non-beta branch. But now it took like, I think 30, maybe 40 minutes. Yeah, I can see how you can easily make the crossover in there because I did see a design like when I first started playing railroads that just had a pretty cool design for coming in and going out in that direction and going out in that direction. A little bridge over the lake. Oh my god. Why do you need a bridge? You can always just... Also, what is these water effects on the water? Well, like, why would you need them in a train game? But sure.
What's the password?
What do you think?
Well, I've tried. Okay, there we go. I tried things for the capital P because I'm used to capitalizing things.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dank. Oh my god. Why would they only put it in there and then just... It's stupid. It's stupid. What are my funds? 2,000 and I'm level 3.
You're poor.
What can I buy for 2,000 and level 3? Oh yeah, the DSPP way card. You don't understand my role network. So, have you already come to the little diamond, by the way?
Who? Me?
No, XH. I'm at the triangle. Okay, then you take that triangle to the right. So...
I should be in your company now. So where are you at right now?
Sawmill.
Sawmill.
Wait, did you?
What?
Oh, you did it? Oh, you already passed me then. Sneak 100. Ah, you passed me. Without even me acknowledging it. Wow.
Good job. You ninja passed, Pat.
It also seems you took that right. Oh yeah. Oh my god. All right. You went that way, I assumed. All right, fair. There we go. Ah, yes, I love a hand car being able to push two freight cars. Empty one though. I think if they are full, they are unpushable. Another one. Like at base, I assume. Oh, you lost. Oh, that's sad. I thought it should have been around the base somewhere, man. Around the freight depot. Could be wrong. This is slow. What will we call our railroad? The Flying Phoenix Co, but I think that's too big, isn't it? Phoenix Valley Railroad Corporation, yeah. I mean, that can work. Don't forget PVR and then space corp. Like. I have no clue. Which can be weird sometimes like that. I'm curious how this will go, because this was a little bit of a downhill, and then of course I think we'll have some trouble with this, by the way. We're just gonna like pull 12 cars. Well, before the physics update, they could have pulled like 24. Alright, yeah, let's...
I'm on my way.
What is your means of transportation?
What do you think?
The legs.
No, I'm not insane.
You're also going on a pump cart.
Yep. I'm on my way to sawmill.
Well, then I'll be going slowly so you can catch up. Yeah, I mean... You can define laws of physics easily in this game. What the heck?
This game doesn't have any laws of physics.
Oh, that's weird, actually. It's like...
No, 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 no!
What did you do?
The cart fell off.
No, more like a microwave. It goes, mmm.
I thought you were at sawmill.
Yeah.
Did my brain do a trickery?
Wait, where are you? Press M.
Shush. My brain doesn't work.
You went to logging camp, didn't you?
Nah.
Well, we're on our way to there anyway.
Yeah, get back. There may or may not be a wild car on the track now. I've lost it. It's gone full speed.
It will fly off because it can't go full speed on the bridge. it will fall off the bridge then.
Yeah, I know that's happened to me already. Chopping the trees down. Don't worry, it fell off before I could even get to the fucking bridge.
Damn. That's weird.
No, not really, considering it was kind of a tight corner.
Well, this time I wasn't
Especially-
talking to you, Dink.
Uh,
He is having
you know
issues
how hard
with...
it is to tell who you're talking to?
I'm sorry. No, he has issues with this game. Like, I restarted my game earlier because of when he tries to join, he immediately disconnected. So me
Right.
restarting the game actually fixed it. Oh, I just saw the pump car. And but now, yeah, he just played for a few minutes and now it just starts doing it again. So I don't know what it is.
He's not cool enough. Who the hell knows? This game's still technically alpha, so...
Yeah, and we're also running it on the beta branch, which should be stable enough because I have played before a long time with him without any issues, but one update towards the beta branch and it can of course fuck everything up.
True.
You can test if you can join your own rune, yeah, but
Oh shit. Go, little pump. Go! Run!
why am I going into this yard? That's not where I wanted to go.
No.
Okay, so it is something on your game then.
Verify your files.
For all those single player people, no, just run a server where no one can join. Easy. Like make a intense password that just no one can ever guess.
ABC124.
Really? Did they make it that you always need internet for it? That's stupid. Because technically you can host it on when you
That's called a LAN.
yeah, whenever you don't have internet, but
Hi, Pat.
yeah, Snap's keyboard for your password exactly. Like even you aren't allowed to know.
As long as you get 16 characters, you'll be fine. It's going to be virtually impossible to
But
crack
it's
it.
weird that the game actually forces you to have internet. Like,
You know how many games do that nowadays?
yeah, it's bullshit. Like, if I think of a multiplayer game and I want to play single player, just make it so you don't have internet easy, or just force it so there's only one player.
Hmm?
Like,
Who
those
the
are
fuck plays multiplayer games by themselves?
some people. Some people actually don't have friends.
Yeah, I don't know what that's like.
Yeah, because you have me.
Yep. You and Dante.
Yeah. And Dante is just a person who just yells a lot and he rages.
Yes. Yes, he is.
Compared to me, I'm just a passive friend.
think I've somewhat learned to deal with it.
I can't. Whenever he was in the Discord, I was like, please shut up, please shut up, please shut up.
Yeah, don't worry. I've had a few moments where I was like, I just want to leave, but that's so rude.
Yeah, that's how I am. Like, oh, please shut up. I don't want to leave because I have fun playing, but damn the amount of things he can say.
Yeah. I got back on the roof. That made it easy to climb those stacks of wood.
Damn.
Why do you have the pump cart connect like on the back here?
That's what XH does. He loves to transport the pump car with.
For what particular reason?
Just so you can do this, let me just show it. I can't tell when we're aligned, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. Stop.
Yeah, you know that physics updates, it takes a second to stop now.
Yeah. You might, move back a bit. Alright, you can stop. See, you can use the pump car as a secondary engine.
I know, it's funny.
That's fucking hilarious.
Like, but this is also funny. Like, look at this.
You mean the pump cart falling off?
Yeah, because it just doesn't know what to do with the physics, so it just jumps up in the air.
That's interesting.
Welcome back.
Sadly, you can't connect the pump cart, can you?
No, but the pump cart can push 2 cars. At least 2 cars, that is. Don't know.
Okay.
Forwards. There we go. You called it lightning? Wow. It's not even that fast.
Lightning McQueen. Ciao.
Ka-chow.
The donkey version of fucking Lightning McQueen. Winnie the Pooh donkey, not Shrek donkey. Ka-chow. What is Winnie Pooh's donkey even called?
Just donkey.
Did he also fuck a dragon?
Don't think so.
He fucked the dragon and it took the kids in the house. Perfect backstory of that donkey.
Hope it works, not XH.
Yeah.
No, but I think it's funny how the whole Winnie the Pooh story is based off actual the things like I forgot what it's called.
Where like 98% of the 90s, well, I should say like the 70s to 90s cartoons are based off of real bad stories. Or they're just like written in a horrible way. Horrifying way.
Of course, that's also that like Donkey has depression. Then you have the bunny who is like, there was also one with OCD and stuff like that. Like every character had their own little
I'm
mental
pretty sure Tigger was
illness.
the
Like, it's so fucked up how you can actually think of everything. Everyone had a mental illness. Like even
didn't know that.
the kid had a mental illness. He was schizophrenic because he could hear
Yeah.
them.
Pat, why are there arrows when I look off the side of the car?
Because that's how it shows in what direction it will unload.
They changed unloading? No,
Yeah.
they didn't change it, but
Well, you need to press enter now instead of drag down.
yeah. Huh, that's pretty cool.
That's annoying that you can't get in. It is something to do with like servers too, because as soon as you... Yeah, okay, that is even weirder. So you have the issue of the servers having a little bit of an issue with for you then. Your client itself has issues. Everything is just broken for you, yeah. You could try indeed verifying the game files and hope it will find a file that's just broken and then we'll fix it.
Because Steam relies on their shitty download system, files go missing from the download. Why is there a punch card on the side, off the side of the track here?
Oh yeah, so that's the one that I was driving and it fell off.
Oh.
I'll need to start slowing down because even the porter sometimes can't rely on this downhill.
I can see the whole fucking thing shaking.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's too fast.
Yeah. They need to make a better connection system with the rails and wheels. Wheels?
Well, that's because this, of course, is fully based off... Oh yeah, because of course I didn't save whenever you disconnected, so it didn't save that. So technically you can buy the 2 new cars again and haven't lost time.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Because that's still a thing.
Just exploit that real quick. How's what's his name to try and get him going?
Hmm?
I forgot the other dude's name. Cyfix?
I can't talk about it.
Boo.
NDAs.
Tell me off the stream.
Can't even do that because NDAs. But I can share you the leaks that have been leaked in the main channel. That he actually leaks himself.
Has he leaked anything recently?
Yeah, let me check his last leak. His last leak. Oh yeah, his last leak was water. And
did they redo the? I know, we're just coming in behind the sawmill.
So he leaked a water shader that looks pretty awesome. And he has leaked an update on the steamer itself.
Cool. Where are you taking the logs?
Oh.
That pulls back that way.
Yeah, I know, but I of course was checking in the leaks channel.
Yeah, fair.
And then I got tagged by Cybex that I can share a little bit, but I can't overdo it.
Alright.
So
I just want to know the progress on it. Because it does look pretty cool from what I've seen, so.
well, the steamer is running. That's nice, at least.
Ah, cool. So it's got one functional train. That probably took forever to make, because making it from scratch, I assume.
Just the simulation effect still needs to be fully worked into the multiplayer sync.
Ah, right.
Because, well, last playtest he kind of just stated, yeah, everything has unlimited Steam.
Fair enough.
So,
That makes sense.
so that still need to be worked on.
Alright. So games get in there.
Yeah, it's
Good to
getting
know.
there. Oh yeah, the shunter, of course. The shunter is, of course, also drivable. So currently there's 2 trains that work.
Cool.
Which is pretty neatly. And I assume that after he's done with the steamer, he's gonna try and implement some form of industry a little bit more. But of course his plans is that he has everything mixed around, so...
Yeah, he has no, well, not a full set path on how he's going to do things. He's just going to do it how he feels he wants to do it.
Alright, Actage, I'll probably test a little bit later after I'm done with streaming if it works. Could be that it doesn't, but... so I just got the message confirmed, so he will look into getting industries ready after that.
Okay. How's multiplayer going to work? Is it going to be its own P2P, or is it going to use Steam API? If we think so.
Multiplayer technically already works. Because we...
Okay.
When we
So
started...
it's P2P.
No, not P2P.
Huh.
Kind of P2P, but also not P2P because of it being server-based.
TDP and UDP?
Yeah.
I probably fucked that right up, but yeah.
TCP and UDP is generally the things, but...
Yeah.
But it is server-based, so technically, possibly in the future, there can be a dedicated server runs.
Cool.
And then a client connects to that.
I don't know what you're doing here.
But that's of course untested currently, if I remember correct. Alright, he does state dedicated server plans are confirmed, so...
Cool. I assume the game's going to go on Steam.
Correct. Yeah, server builds do need to be implemented then.
I look forward to it. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, so it is already on Steam technically, but of course
It's
hidden.
It hasn't been. Yeah, it's been hidden and can't be greenlit.
There's no green light anymore, remember? Steam whole changed that system.
Did they?
Yeah, you now just pay a fee and then you can release on Steam.
Ah,
The
it
green
was
light.
a $100 fee, right?
Yeah, so before the green light system was that you could go around that fee if people were interested enough. But they
Ah,
cut off the green light system.
they cut it off because people are releasing
I think
unfinished pieces of shit.
I think so, but I could be wrong.
It was either that or people somehow abusing it.
Possibly. But yeah, the name will also be changed because of some stupid people and Steam not actually blocking people from using the same name.
Right.
Yeah, so someone released a game with the name Realbound. So the name
Wow.
does need to be changed still. Have you already really thought about a good name, Cybex, or is that still in the works?
I could just pull up your fucking stream on my phone. I don't know why I don't do it.
Well,
Cool.
Cybex isn't in the chat there, he's in Discord, so...
Okay. He's okay. So he's typing over Discord,
Yeah.
but listening to stream.
Yeah, exactly. And whilst designing in Blender.
Ah, yes, Blender. Beautiful Blender.
So...
Also, my mother just said okay to spending the full price of $1,400 to get the
For your computer?
TI. Yeah.
Oh, your mom is...
She doesn't spend money on anything. I don't think she has to pay bills because she's living with her brother.
You're
And I'm
just
pretty sure my
lucky,
uncle
I
just
guess.
pays the bills all the time because he's a minor. Me? Lucky. Yes. But it comes with a cost. The fact that it took six years to get my computer upgraded in any way.
That's fair.
Except for the one time I met the dude who sent me my 16 gigs of RAM. And then he became a crypto dude. And that's where I fell off. Yeah, it's a pretty place. Hey,
So...
Cybex,
I just...
make sure you implement autosaves.
So I just got a message, so a new name is found, but I can't give there much details about it anymore.
Yeah,
so-
that's fine. That's fine.
I bet one of the reasoning is also because if you say the name, then other people will of course can't
Yes.
block you by just buying the rights for that
Cybex.
name.
Copyright the name before anyone else can touch it.
A good way is by, for instance, to of course what my school says, because of course I'm back at school and they also,
Yeah.
I study with the game development and stuff like that. They state just immediately buy a domain for it, and technically you can say it's locked.
Wow.
Well, in a way, it's true.
I mean, yeah, but like not fully.
Yeah.
You actually have to put copyright on it to block it. I'll tell you when to stop. Well, fully stop. Alright, stop. That is such a long time compared to before.
I probably need to go a little bit backwards, I assume.
Nope, you're fine.
Alright, good. Yeah, so he does state server configurations and autosaves are will definitely be a thing.
Good.
I hate this game for not having autosaves. But it's such a good game at the same time too. And
It is.
like Cybex about this game, right? Cybex said they should have released the splines at the start of the game.
Yeah.
Which, because it just smooths out so much more. That was some time ago
Yeah.
when he said that. I don't know if he, of course, changed his mind about splines in this game. And look at now, they are like working so long on this update already. Wait a-
Hopefully it comes with more than we actually have access to right now.
And-
This one's lost its animation.
Oh, great. So that bug is still a thing.
So I can't see it moving, if it is moving. Yep.
Yep.
It lost its animation. Lovely. Ah, shit. Alright.
As soon as there's, of course, more details about the game and stuff like that, when
Alright, stop.
stopping. Too slowly, but
Yeah, I told you to stop at the front of the thing. It got to next to the back, so yeah, you're gonna have to back up a tiny bit. Alright, stop.
like as soon as there's like more details out, I might, and of course when there's like possibly when there's early access and stuff like that, I might look into doing some community handling stuff I could do for like video style with Cybex and stream
yeah.
styles to just discuss the state of game and future. Like
So
if he is
a
of
literal
course
Q&A.
if he is of course up for that. But that's of course further in the future. Alright. Well. Yeah, you're really overwhelmed with work, yeah. As a single developer, it's not easy.
No, it's like the hardest thing in existence. Especially, you know, you don't have an income from said game.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's that.
Like, and I, for instance, can't promise it will be a weekly, like, update or something like that, like on video channels, because of course,
Yeah.
life still exists for me too. But it's possibly something that we can look into. Me helping a little bit with the marketing and stuff like that.
I mean, it could totally help once I get my new fucking computer parts.
Yeah.
Because then I'd actually be able to record gameplay and shit. Send it off to you.
Oh,
I ain't doing
oh
editing.
god, oh god.
Wrong direction.
No, I just fell underneath the car.
I remember that glitch. Question, do these things now auto-change?
Yeah, so as soon as you hit them from the other side, it just automatically switches to the correct
That's
side.
fucking dope.
Yeah, something that is in Real Valley too. Not realistic though, because normally you would damage your train by doing so and the switch. But
Yeah, but in real life they have fucking remote switch, so...
well, that's nowadays. In the olden days they didn't.
In the olden days they had fucking people just sit there. And, you know, they would have like a schedule.
Exactly.
And they would just switch it according to the schedule.
Exactly. If you're alone, you don't have that. Really? If it's spring-loaded, it wouldn't hurt anything?
No.
Yeah, that's what Cybex at least says, so...
I mean, it really depends how the contraption's built, but
Well,
technically speaking, it shouldn't.
generally when Cybex says something about me being wrong, I'll accept it for what it is. Because I probably
Especially if
am
it's
wrong.
about trains, because Cybex seems to know stuff about trains.
Well, he needs to research stuff, of course.
Fair point.
And I won't go into a fight when it comes about that. But yeah, but you also have like Burn and other people who I'm a game dev, not a train driver, no, but you got people around you that you can always ask. And of course there's lots of research papers online too, so...
So the spring
Exactly.
loaded, you'd have to replace the springs every so often.
Yeah, exactly. So the only thing that would probably break would be the springs.
Yep.
But would they have had spring-loaded switches in
There
this
is a
era?
fucking good good chance of it. Why is my brain not functioning? There is a very good chance of it, because in this era, we're in the industrial era, where every fucking thing was tried. If they could make it work, it was definitely tested.
Because that's something, of course, like, I know it exists, yeah, fair. But does it coincide with the actual era? Okay, we're taking the long way around, I guess. I completely forgot to switch that.
It's fucking hilarious. Are there any other switches up ahead we need to worry about?
No, just that one was one that we needed to worry about. I do love the diamond into a diamond, because the diamond into a diamond just makes it so it's easier to do like loops.
Yeah.
And then also being able to get ready for the smeltery. Because of course that comes up next.
When we have the money for it.
Well, laying track, it doesn't cost a thing. It's
Well,
just,
yeah, I know that, but...
it's the cars that cost.
Yeah. That's why I said if you have the money. Cybex, what era is your game going to be in? Is it modern or is it Industrial Revolution?
If I remember correctly, it's just gonna be modern. Because it does have computer systems and everything. So.
Computer systems are old as fuck.
No, like an actual computer.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Don't worry. Look at that. Logs falling into the thing.
Yep. How much are there in there now? So that's 22.
Yep.
So...
Does this thing do 2 at a time?
Yeah. So if it has it, it will use 2 at a time. Otherwise it will use 1 at a time. They upped the production a little, yeah.
That's very handy because it was fucking slow before.
Yeah. Of course, then you have this side, which currently has
fucking nothing.
29
that has
out of
29,
100.
and this one has 29 out of 100.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, 6 per car, 3 per car.
Yeah, correct.
Cool. Dopasaurus Rex.
Also, Cybex, can you kind of say what you're currently making in Blender, or do you want to keep that under the hood for now?
Under the hood.
Never know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking... Cybex is insane. He has really good knowledge of Blender and has made some amazing models. And he can code to all hell.
Yeah, he's a good game dev.
Cybex, why aren't you working at an actual company? Unless you are. You're just doing this as a side project.
Nah, this is his full-time thing.
Oh.
That's the thing.
So at work he's some form of developer.
How does it feel sitting there on a...
Lovely.
Oh. That was uncalled for. Unnecessary.
Totally unexpected.
Yeah. So I was asking Cybex what you're currently working on Blender, or if you want to keep that under the hood. Yeah, sure. Are you in my Discord? Yeah, you should be, right? Yeah, just join General and I'll drag you in.
I mean, I could do that. You could focus on the game.
Yeah, that's also possible. Let me just also
Object
open.
foo equals bar. Well, is that foo is bar or I don't fucking know.
It's It's a programmer joke.
I figured that much. Uber.
I don't even know what it actually originated from. How's our fire? Oh, we need to. Alright. He first goes for a quick smoke.
Alright. I want to figure out what that joke is. I don't know why I wasn't paying attention in game. I'm sorry. No.
It's fine. I kinda fucked
Back
it
it
up
up.
too.
Nice and slow.
I want the first two
Alright, stop.
cars to be filled up first, by the
Oh.
way.
Okay.
Because then I can just put her in forward, because otherwise I need to put her in forward, then I can in reverse.
Alright, stop. Close enough.
Hitboxes in this game are a bit weird, remember?
Like I said, close enough.
Good, good, alright, fair enough. I won't say anything.
Well, I know if it's past the first little bar bit, this bit here, it's guaranteed to be in the hitbox range.
Wait, really? Past the little steel thing?
Well, no, that's just the insurance line.
The
To make
insurance
sure
line.
it's in. To make sure it's in the
I mean, sure.
hitbox. These things have and that one's lost animation. Nice. Nicely done.
Don't you just love it when that happens?
Oh, hey look, it's got its animation back. What the fuck?
Most important thing is that as the host has its animation, of course. Because
Can't
then,
argue with that logic.
because then you know it works.
Yeah, I don't know why you're able to trigger the animation, but I can't. Oh well. Alright. Stop. Alright, past the insurance line.
I started breaking a little bit earlier now. No, see, this. See?
What the fuck?
Hitboxes, man.
I'm sorry.
Hitboxes.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Alright, now you can stop. Swear to God.
This game and hitboxes, man.
Yep.
There we go.
I'm gonna let this one go for another cycle so they're catched up to each other.
Alright. That moment when you send, of course, a mention to Demon. And he doesn't
Yeah,
reply.
motherfucker. I know, right? He's so inconsiderate of our feelings. Is he playing anything right now?
Construction simulator.
And let me just message him. You fucking bitch. Ah, thank you.
No problem.
How did you... What? He was just like, what? Demon and getting confused.
I like how he doesn't. He says what as if he doesn't even know that I mentioned him.
I know, right?
It might be that he just like silenced the Discord
There is a very good chance of it.
because of
All
course
my Discords are silenced.
because of the bot of course does do an add everyone for when someone's
He just
streaming.
says I'm playing Construction Simulator. but.
Our feelings.
But Railroads Online with me and Pat.
Getting the gang back together.
As long as we don't go back to armor.
Yeah.
Motherfucker fell in love with that game.
Yeah, that was a.
Oh, fuck, I don't see him.
We just sent a picture of an excavator.
Can I play in it next? He just said, but I'm grinding here. Fair.
We just do that. I think. No, Discord doesn't. Oh, it does.
There's only two servers that I have unmuted. This one and me and Dante's community server.
Yes, hi,
Fast
Bex.
fuck boy. Hello.
Hello.
Let me just turn you up because I'm behind your
Welcome,
person.
Yeah.
Well, welcome.
How you doing, man?
How is everybody doing?
Absolutely
first.
fantastic.
Wonderful.
Pretty good. So,
Yeah, I thought it might be a little easier that way.
yeah, then you don't
Fair
have
enough.
to type that much.
Yeah, typing is cumbersome. I don't know, I hope it isn't inappropriate, you playing another game, me talking about mine, I don't know. But,
No.
who gives
Totally
a-
Nah,
not.
fuck.
To be honest, I have talked about Dero Valley multiplayer in the past while playing this game, so...
Okay, fair enough.
So...
Well, okay, Derail Valley multiplayer isn't really a commercial product, mine is,
No,
so
no.
there's a slight difference there, but yeah, whatever, I'm a nobody, so I can get away with it.
Well, actually, who even cares on... Like, there's a lot of games that just record and then people still state about other commercial products.
Yeah, sure, but it's a different story if you're actually the person who has the rights to the older IP or whatever, you know. It's,
I mean, I
Yeah.
guess.
yeah,
I
a
mean,
little bit of a grey area, I guess. But
I feel like the devs would be happy about it because it's bringing, it's more people bringing this genre of game to the market.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
And more
It is
people
fun,
means
and
more
it
opportunity.
kind of needs a little bit of fresh blood.
Yeah.
This genre, that's definitely true. Railroads Online does its job with that, and so on. Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple of other ones.
Yeah, Rally Valley could
Is,
have done
is
pretty
that
good.
video gonna be a VOD or is that exclusively live?
VOD. I do export all my videos to YouTube. So,
Good to know.
yes, so don't say anything you'll regret.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly why I asked. Yeah.
I mean, you could technically take it down.
And I can cut it, because I do
Yeah.
generally cut some parts out of it.
Oh, okay, fair
Especially
enough.
if you get DCMA'd.
Yeah. Just be sure that if you want something out, just say it before I upload.
Yeah, sure. Just now that I know that it's gonna be a vote, then I'm just gonna hold back a bit more.
Alright.
Yeah.
So,
But in general, I'm happy to answer questions and stuff. At
So,
some
yeah.
point, I have to start with that, and my involvement with community and stuff is kind of I just
Iffy.
can't find the time to do it.
I remember when, of course, we started together. I was the one generally reminding us to also do the leaks.
Yeah.
Because otherwise there was just almost no leaks coming out.
Yeah, that's the thing with me, you know, I work and work and work, and I completely forget about it. And then I think, yeah, no, that's not good enough, you can't leak that, even though it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda, it's the downside of being a perfectionist, I guess.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Can't argue with that logic. Nah, I
Like-
fell in the water. I can't get out.
Like generally,
You're
I'm
gonna
a
have to grab that first part.
I'm generally a perfectionist too, but I just sometimes don't even care about my perfectionism.
I always have the feeling I'm not good enough, so...
Yeah. Anyway, so, what you're currently working on in Blender? Because you did say you were something working on Blender.
Yes, still on the steamer.
Ah.
There's, well, some cleaning up to do, UV unwrapping and texturing,
Fair.
stuff like that. Certain animations that have to be done. Kind of overdoing it a little bit with the animations and kind of dig my own grave with it, because it means I have to do it on all the other engines as well. But yeah, whatever.
Sounds
Yeah,
like...
I'm setting a little bit of a standard for myself that's maybe not healthy, but it's just...
It
yeah.
probably isn't.
But it's just too cool. Yeah, if everything is moving.
If everything
Yeah.
is moving, it does look cool, but...
Yeah,
It
and
does.
I mean, I don't want to blow smoke up my own arse, but the Bullshit Skier animation turned out really nice, I think.
Nice.
The drives, that I leaked that. There's
Yeah.
an animation in the leaks of that.
Question, will the game turn my computer into a bonfire?
Well, I hope not. Depends on how you manage your cables, I guess. If there aren't any shorts, then no. No, I don't think so. Keep in mind, the computer I'm working on to develop the game is 6700K and the 1050 Ti. That's what I have to work with. Right? So if you're better equipped than I am, you'll easily run it.
Yeah, because
I'm
of course... with the-
slightly unequipped compared to you right now.
Because of course, being a developing means that there's also a lot of overhang on the developing aspects.
Yes. So in the editor, the game currently, if I don't lock it to physics, normally I lock it to physics because trains move with physics and everything. That's 50 frames a second. I normally lock it to that. That's a refresh rate. It's good enough. If you're not used to 200 hertz or something, then it's good enough. Well, input checking not, but yeah, whatever. 50 frames is good enough normally.
Yeah.
If I unlock it, I run in the editor somewhere in the region between 75 and 80 frames. And that is with the editor overhead.
Yeah.
But take that with a grain of salt, because there's a lot of stuff still to come.
Yeah.
So yeah. But my goal is to make the game accessible to people who can't afford a
Yeah.
$5,000 computer as well. And there will be graphics settings, and if you turn them down,
Fair
Alright.
enough.
So
Broadband.
broadband
gonna make it
internet will be
accessible to-
required though, because it's a multiplayer game, right?
Yeah.
So you can't get around that. But I think nowadays, where people are streaming movies in 4K at 60 hertz, yeah, I think internet is good enough for just
Yeah.
throwing traffic at it. That should be that should work.
It's good that you're gonna try to make the game as accessible as you possibly can. Because I've played a lot of games where the devs don't do that to the full extent.
Yeah, I try as good as I can to think of quote-unquote optimization. It's kind of a buzzword that's thrown around willy-nilly sometimes, but
Yeah.
to write code that works effective from the get-go, that's kind of what I do. And I spend sometimes a little bit more time writing code so that it isn't doing stuff that's unnecessary or doing
Right.
it too often or whatever. I'm aware that there are quite some people who play train simulators on a laptop as well, as an example. And the laptop is just not capable of handling much, no matter how good it is.
Yeah. Turns into a
Thermals
jet
are a
engine.
problem. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
alright.
It's like the only reason I don't support laptop gaming is because how shit they can be.
Yeah, well, I mean, the hardware that's in it ain't bad. You can get a laptop that has a 3090 in it.
Yeah.
It will just, I don't know, burn your desk into a crisp after you play for an hour or so.
And
Turn your thighs into a roast chicken.
by
Yeah.
the way, generally speaking, a laptop 3090 is not the same as a desktop 3090 too.
Oh god, no.
Well, yeah, the difference is power delivery, the difference is the thermals, but the graphics chip, so the GPU chip itself is the same.
Yeah.
And the bandwidth between GPU and GPU memory is the same as well. So it is kind of the same. It just can't run that well because mainly the problem is thermals and power delivery.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
Alright.
And I don't know normally that's the M cards, the mobile cards or something.
Yeah. So it's
I
always
recall.
has
I
a
don't
little.
know. I don't know out of which bin those chips come.
Yes.
I don't think that's the bin with the high performance chips in it, but I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, of course, when we started the project, I remember that we were also looking into VR implementation. Is that still a plan, or?
I can't do VR. I don't have a VR headset.
That's
so
correct.
I can't develop for VR. Will it come after the fact? Possibly.
All right.
There's not really something standing in the way of it.
Mm-hmm.
All that needs to be done is a different input handling, and that wouldn't that big a deal.
All right.
Certain
And-
shaders that may need some
Rework.
tweaking
Yeah.
because of the stereoscopic view. But in general, this should work.
All right.
Especially the water shader could be a problem. Because there's some fancy stuff going on in there with the mirroring and everything and all of these effects and how
Yeah.
that turns out in VR. I remember from the days when I made Pro Sky, there were quite some problems with VR. I had to find a way around as well.
All right.
But yeah,
In the end, it's possible.
it would be definitely possible. Am I gonna do it, or am I gonna leave VR for Derail Valley? I don't know.
All right. Well, that's a valid statement.
Oh,
Yeah. So I can't neither confirm nor deny.
hopefully that.
And the
that should-
demand for VR is low.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's very
because-
minimal.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a lot of work for very low demand.
Yeah.
You kind of have to justify your hours.
Yeah.
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 But it's yeah, it would be cool anyway. Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be cool, definitely. Especially with some mechanics I do and how I do things, that it would result in a very immersive product. I think. So,
Yeah. Hence the reason why I asked as well. So.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
that's understandable.
are there?
It's you. Oh,
Oh, you go first. I just asked a question.
Is the game going to be free walk, or are you going to be locked into the train?
No, you're gonna be free. It's open
Oh.
world, it's walking around, you hop in and out of trains, you couple your cars yourself. All of that
Okay,
stuff.
dope.
So it's not scenario based, that I can tell. It is
Okay,
an
cool.
open world. I plan to make it big. Very big.
Yeah, because I remember you stating that, for instance, when we compare it to, of course, Zero Valley, you think the time it takes to go from one place to another was too quick, based off the speed.
Well, the main problem I had there, and that just comes with the restriction of, I mean, Derail Valley isn't small. Let's be clear about that. It's 256 square
going.
kilometers, and that's basically the size I'm at right now as well.
Mm-hmm.
The problem just is, if you really want to drive out something, especially the steamer kind of, I wanted to drive out the steamer. I love steam locomotives.
All right, stop.
And when you want to drive 100 kilometers an hour for 5 minutes, you already traveled 8 kilometers.
Yeah.
Or even
Yeah.
more. It's 8.5 and something. So it's just, a train game kind of requires a big map.
Mm-hmm.
So otherwise you just, yeah, you move around with 20, and that's not fun either.
Yeah.
Well, it can be, it depends on the map. But
Yeah.
Or you go through all the dumb fuckery of making it seem like you're going so fast to, not have to go too big on the map, but sounds like a lot of work.
well, level designing is a lot of work, but the system I have in place basically allows me to make an infinitely large map.
Oh, so is it possible for procedurally generated maps so all terrain
It
looks different
is
and maps
not
just look different?
procedural, but it is dynamically loaded.
Ah, okay. That's
Think of other games as well that do. Well, I guess they do the same thing. Like Train Sim probably as well, but from Trains I know it. You have the editor and you have these tiles that are, I don't know, 500 meters or a kilometer by kilometer or something. And none of them are loaded all at the same time because you don't need them, right?
Yeah.
So you load in dynamically other tiles if you move around.
Kind of like how Minecraft does it.
Yeah, basically how every big open world game does it, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just used Minecraft as a example because it does the
Chunking
chunks.
system. Yeah.
Yeah, the chunk system, yeah. Well, Minecraft is 3-dimensional. Most games are 2-dimensional when it comes to the map. It's
Yeah.
XY, right? Or
Fair
X,
point.
But Minecraft is actually 3-dimensional chunks.
Yeah.
I have no need for 3 dimensions, but it's going to be in 2 dimensions comparable to what Minecraft is.
Yeah.
So, I remember you also stating in development, of course, that you don't want to limit the creativity of the community. So, for instance, mod support, you want it to be approachable.
Yes.
So, have you thought about any limitations within the mod support yet, or there's just gonna be no limitations whatsoever?
I can't think of any limitations. What do you have in mind when you talk about limitations?
For instance, of course, the limitations of it's going to be multiplayer. Multiplayer mod support, of course, is difficult. So, is there gonna be the limitation of okay, every instance needs to have the same mods running in order to connect to each other? Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
That's a given. That just needs to be. There's no way around that. Because yeah, if you don't have a mod installed, it wants to load something that someone else has, and it wants to represent it on your screen, so it wants to load nothing, and there you go with a null reference exception, and then it breaks.
All right.
So yeah, that.
All right.
Yeah. That limitation obviously is there, but otherwise, talking about you want to do your special kind of train car, locomotive, wagon, whatever. It's basically a configuration file that you'll have to write. I'll probably at some point, when I'm far enough in development, I'll release a Unity project that basically gives you all the tools you need to set it up correctly. And then you can export it as an asset. That asset will be able to be loaded by the game because it is in the right structure. Right?
All right.
But basically, other than that, everything is modular. Be it, as an example, be it the steam train or the diesel electric shunter, the base movement is the same script. There are just other bits attached to it that handle other stuff. Right. And once it is set up correctly, then it should just work.
What about scriptable modding? Because of course it now.
That's a difficult one.
Yeah.
That's a difficult one. Script modding will definitely be an advanced thing. Just alone based on how I do things, it's not that easy. It is a complex system and it is very loosely connected. That makes modding not always easy. I can't really say how that is gonna turn out. It's hard to say. It ain't helping that all my variables are private either, so...
Yeah,
basically everything is private. If I want to expose something, I do it in an editor script, right?
Yeah.
That's not helping, but let's be honest, from coder to coder, there are no private variables. You just have to do reflection.
Yeah, in C# there's not, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing is private. Yeah, but script modding is especially difficult because the multiplayer aspect. Yeah, it depends on what you do. Certain stuff, if it is client-based and it doesn't even have to synchronize, that's not going to be that big a deal. If it is something that has to synchronize, you'll just have to learn how to do it properly.
Yeah.
One big problem, well, it's not really a problem, it is just anti-cheat. That's the multiplayer solution I use is Mirror. And Mirror handles it very well with how to say,
whoever has the authority and stuff like that.
not not only that, but when there is something happening in a script that mirror thinks that's not something that is supposed to be happening, and
Yes.
then it disconnects you
So it has
because
a
it thinks you are cheating.
so a little like it has a built-in cheat mitigation.
I don't know exactly what the backgrounds are in Mirror, but kinda like that, yeah. It just recognizes there is something happening that doesn't look alright. I don't think that should be happening, so I disconnect that user. I mean, it happens to me in development all the time when there is an NRE as an example. A single NRE is enough to trigger anti-cheat and you get thrown out of the server.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
it just has to be done correct. The good thing about when it comes to bringing in, as an example, a new train asset or something, there's not going to be a need for you to synchronize anything, because if you use the stuff I provide in the backend, then it will be synchronized automatically.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just basically plug and play, and that will work.
All right.
Script modding like UI. I'm not going to do a UI. I don't like UI. It's not my thing. I think it takes away from the immersion.
Mm-hmm.
And my goal is to make a game that basically kind of draws you in, and you feel like you are in that world. Point in case being the computer I developed. I think I leaked that at some point as well.
Yeah.
So that you don't have a screen space UI overlay to load or unload or service cars and stuff, but you actually go onto a computer and you have the computer in-game and it is three-dimensional. It just gives a bit more immersion, I think.
Yeah.
So UI is definitely not going to be a thing. I
Okay.
don't like that idea. If someone wants that and someone wants to mod that, that would be basically completely client-based, and that should not be that big a deal, because it doesn't even send anything over the network. If it doesn't send anything over the network, Mirror won't intervene, so there's no problem.
All right.
Cool. So client-side mods are very possible.
Client-side, yes, yeah. Multiplayer, you just have to understand how Mirror works. You have to study Mirror.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can't afford to get a single NRE, otherwise multiplayer breaks. In a single player game, you just run on, and there was this NRE, and yeah, maybe it fixed itself, and then you're good to go, and nobody cares. In a multiplayer game, you just get thrown out by the first NRE, and that's kind of game breaking.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, that's
just-
something for that developer anyway to pick up on, because if they
Yeah, that-
wanted to something multiplayer compatible, then they should be able it's multiplayer compatible.
Yes, it ain't my problem, and that's just something that that particular dev has to deal with.
Yeah. Okay, coming back to you, of course, stating no UIs. So that also means, for instance, for trains and stuff like that, everything needs to be like read-outable, like based off dials and stuff like that, correct?
Yes, yeah.
So in that case, everything has dials,
Everything
Or-
has dials.
or a
yes.
way to read it out at least.
Yes. I
Alright.
mean, it is modeled after real trains, right? So
Yeah.
you get the readout that you get in a real train,
All right.
and that's what you have to work with.
Okay.
And other than that, yeah, do you need anything else than what's in the instruments anyway?
No, generally
Yes.
not. Generally, you'll just, in real life at least, you of course focus off the instruments
Yeah.
and base it, of course, your input of that.
I mean, stuff like Cybok in Derail Valley, as an example, is the mod where it lists your entire consist and every car and what the brake setting is and yada yada yada, everything, right? Stuff like that, I would not do and would not be in support of to be done. I'm not gonna hinder anybody from doing it. If someone wants it, well, go for it. I don't care, make a mod for it. But I think it is a little, yeah, it breaks the immersion because you just don't have that in real life. You have to know, okay, my train weighs 800 tons. And that's the brake weight I have, and then you drive your route, and you kind of have to have that in mind.
Yeah. Before Dank had, by the way, the question of what kind of era it was gonna be in.
Modern.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you ain't gonna find any modern steam trains, obviously. But it is basically now.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you say the era is now, you can basically do everything. Because there is nothing that isn't running on the railways. Nothing that isn't running on the railways nowadays that wasn't at some point running in the past, right?
Yeah.
There are locomotives that are 80 years old and they still run. So,
right. Another good question, if you want to answer it. What is the job extension going to be? Like, how far? Oh, that's not how you'd word that. I can't really think of the word now.
Well, I could actually start a question based off that. Like, how much time would you spend on each job? For
that's
instance,
up to you.
Yeah, true.
Well, I mean, it's a difficult question, but I don't quite. Yeah.
It'd probably be just based on the job.
Length, of course, how long you need to travel and how much you, of course, need to prepare and stuff like that. But do you have? But do you have like?
I can't tell too much about the details of how stuff will be handled when it comes to accepting and completing jobs.
That's right.
Yeah,
but what I can say is that the genre I've chosen for the game to be is a multiplayer tycoon type train simulator game.
Right.
It's long, I know, but all of that has to be in there.
Yeah.
It's based. Yeah, you could. Yeah, the order is you could argue about, but very important for me is multiplayer because there is not enough multiplayer train stuff around. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Especially
absolutely isn't.
I don't want to go the route of a pure simulator.
Yeah.
Because that's not me. I want to have an open world. I don't like scenario based where you main menu, select scenario, drive from A to B, get a score, back to main menu. Who likes that? Okay, fair enough. It's not my thing though. I want to have something where I can be in a world.
Yeah, the open world aspect.
And you're gonna manage your stuff yourself. So it isn't like, yeah, I can't tell too much, but I can say that if you want to park some car somewhere and you want to go and get something else to take both of them and drive to destination C so you can spare a trip, you're free to do so.
Okay.
So you're basically completely free on how you want to manage your operations.
Alright.
So that kind of answered part of my question that I was going to have. Is it going to be where you can have your own company, or is it going to be like Gear Truck where you just do jobs for different companies, or both?
Well, technically, Eurotruck is also your own company, though.
I mean, yeah, but you do deliveries for separate companies.
Well, okay.
I just realized
that
my
depends
question.
now how this question is meant, because the comparison to Eurotruck is not bad.
Okay.
You can set up your own company, but you ain't gonna produce anything.
Yeah.
Right.
So you are doing still jobs for other companies, moving cargo around.
For the industries too, of course.
Yeah. And the industries are not run by you. They are AI.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's. I realized that was a bad question once I said it.
No question is bad, to be
no,
honest.
Yeah, no question is bad.
To actually build up on that other question that I just asked first, like in railroads, it's of course you need to connect industries to each other, so there's like a whole flow of industry. Will there be in, of course, your game be a system that it already like slowly has some stock, or is it like Railroads Online, you bring the stock and there's no other supplement for the stock?
I can't say too much about that for the reason that I'm still fine-tuning my thoughts on how it exactly has to be. There yeah, I'm not saying right now, I'm not saying now how it will be in the game because I can't.
Alright.
But there are different thoughts from both directions basically that would validate one system over the other.
Yeah, there are pros and cons for each of them.
Yes, and it is hard to actually balance that, and I think that will probably be something that they'll have to rethink, revalidate, and rework once players actually can play the game, and I can get proper feedback on what people think.
Yeah, that seems valid.
It is very hard to say. If you say that it won't produce anything, there's always the danger of kind of soft locking yourself.
Right.
If you say they always have a minimum stock that you can move or a minimum rate at which they produce, it takes away from the immersion because you can't really fuck up something, right?
Yeah.
That's a really hard question, and I'm not confident in answering that right now.
That's fair.
I can't tell.
Right. Back to my original question about job extension. I kind of figured out how to word it. When it comes to the types of jobs, how extensive will that be? Like the range of different jobs you can do.
Not quite sure what you mean.
Like
Kinda
say like the
amount of
coal
industries,
industry. Yeah, coal industry, like electronics, metalwork, woodwork, military, or heavy transport and whatnot, like stuff like that.
There will definitely be a great variety of things.
Okay.
That I can say. It should not get boring. Yeah, that much I can say right now.
But there's very little room for job repetitivity.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Alright. Well,
I try to make it kind of a little interesting in the level design as well. So if you actually try not to run empty on a route or somewhere, you always will be able to move around something get something somewhere and it dynamically and fluently kind of moves you around the map.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Alright, cool.
if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, sorry to kind of cut it also a bit short, but I sadly have some other things to do too. So,
That's fine.
I appreciate the time that you came here for us and explain a little about your insights of your game, Cybex, and
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
no problem. And we'll hope to see many more leaks into the future on the Discord. I'll also share the Discord in the actual video of the VOD, so if people are interested, they can join. So,
That's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
no problem. And possibly in the future, we'll have another little talk about the status and stuff.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. Feel free to ping me as well when you feel like it would be an appropriate time and you have time.
Yeah.
I'm basically on my computer 24/7 working, so yeah.
Well, for me too,
so-
but not generally on the same thing.
Yeah, well, that's different for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't hesitate to ping me. I'm not annoyed when I get pinged or something, so
No, that's fair.
yeah.
All right. Well, if there's any time in the future and there's something to discuss, we'll probably invite you over and discuss it.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon we can do that whilst you're actually playing my game.
Yeah.
That would be great, I think.
Yeah.
Needs a couple of
Absolutely.
weeks, I guess, but yeah, it will come.
We'll see. All right. Have a nice day.
Yep.
And
You as well. Have a good one, guys.
have a good one.
Yeah.
And thanks everyone on stream for joining in. I'll probably see you in the next stream, which most likely will be in the evening, where I'll play some Formula 1. And I'll see y'all in the next time. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening.